Economists have made it clear that Donald Trump's immigration policies of deporting possibly tens of millions of people is going to crash the economy almost immediately. Businesses are already freaking out. The Home Builders Association put out a report this past week saying that, we're about to be left with nobody to build your houses, so we're heading for a housing crisis as well that nobody foresaw. But overall, it's going to be hell. But still, a lot of people voted for Donald Trump because he promised to secure the border and, in his own words, stop the invasion. An invasion that, of course, is not actually happening in reality, but a lot of people are concerned, based in reality and some based on pure xenophobia, about how we secure the border. And that leads me to a question from viewer @SteelEP, who asks, Mr. Cousins, how would you secure the border? Because everything Cornyn, Cruz, Abbott, Patrick, and Paxton do has actually failed. It's actually really simple. How do we secure the border, the southern border of the United States, right? How do we stop people from coming into this country? And the answer is we don't. We need these people. But more importantly, how do you stop people from just wanting to get into the United States? In order to do that, you have to understand the root cause of immigration to begin with. Because there's no amount of walls, there's no amount of moats or guards you can put down there that's going to stop people from wanting to come into this country. So you have to address the cause of immigration, not the immigration itself. And that is something that, of course, none of our elective leaders have ever done. And that's what drives me crazy about this issue. Give people a reason to not have to flee their home countries, right? Like, if things are good at home, if they have economic opportunities, if their country is not being ravaged by climate change, then maybe we won't have, people wanting to desperately get into the United States, which, by the way, would probably be horrible for us, not gonna lie. But the answer to the immigration problem is make their lives better at home. And the weird part is, we have the resources to do it. We're just choosing as a country to not do it. We could be the global leader in combating climate change. Now, if you think back during the Trump years, a lot of these people, the migrant caravans we heard so much about, they were coming from countries that were devastated by extreme weather events, mostly droughts. Droughts that then led to famine because they couldn't farm, there was no water, so these people fled their countries. That is a climate-related disaster. And if the U.S. were to become the global leader in addressing climate change instead of electing leaders who deny that it exists or claim that it's a hoax from the Chinese, we could improve their lives. They didn't want to come to America because, hey, America's just super awesome. They got Disney World in Las Vegas. Hell yeah. That's not what this is. These people are saying, well, my homeland is destroyed. My native country that I do love has gone to crap. You know what? I'm going to go to the country that actually made it crap. Same thing with the way we funded, back in the 70s and 80s, these militant groups in South America that ended up taking over. We did that. And we kind of forced those people to come here because we destroyed their homelands. And then there's other issues, foreign relations that really have nothing to do with us, right? Like, we didn't cause the problems in your country, but we're also not helping you solve them. If we were to do that, if we devoted just a small amount of our resources as a country, maybe take $100 billion off the Pentagon budget that next year will probably top $1 trillion, and said, hey, we're going to work on irrigation systems. We're going to get you better farmlands. We're going to help you combat the drug problem, the gang problem, the crime problem in your country. We're going to make it to where people can live in these countries that they do not want to leave. We did that, we'd solve the immigration problem pretty much immediately. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.